Social acquisition. So this is kind of like cheating and quite good fun. The best example I ever saw of this is not one of the mock-ups I'm going to show you now. The best example I ever saw of this was the Red Cross. So do you remember Charlie Sheen and the whole tiger blood thing? So basically, he had a kind of a slow-motion nervous breakdown, which we all find terribly entertaining. And trending on Twitter was the tiger blood, #tigerblood. And I can't remember the exact phrase, but the Red Cross put a thing that said, well, we don't have tiger blood, but we do need human blood. Click here to donate. Instantly, it's about a gazillion slightly sick people who are watching a man kill himself slowly. A gazillion people see this, of which a large percentage of them suddenly think that is the coolest thing I've seen today. Click on it, and they got this huge spike of interactivity. Here's some examples. Do you remember the world was going to end? Do you remember that one? It didn't. If you slept through it, the world didn't end, but the hashtag rapture went nuts. So around about the time, looks like the world didn't end. After all, better get some home insurance just in case. Click Bitly. And you get these little spikes. So you're not doing 10 of these a day. There's another one that's related to football that I don't understand. We're not doing 10 of these a day, but every once in a while, there's an opportunity to jump into a huge thing. So it's not running into a room where people are having a drink and talking amongst their friends and just shouting, buy shoes. You're finding something that's going on and dropping something in. Maybe you're showing a little bit about your brand. Oh, we're a bit witty. We're quite fun, we are. We're quite nice people. And all you're looking for is that little spikes of traffic. These can be fun. And these, you see, cost nothing. That one's a really easy one to do. Social care. So it's not the best terminology. And also, to be clear, I'm not referring to what happens if you were to accidentally take your children to Spearmint Rhino because you thought it was something to do with like a theme park. It turned out to be very different. It's all Donald's, where's your trousers? It's very embarrassing. Social care. There are some people that do this quite well. This involves listening. So mobile operators do this. You basically search your brand on Twitter. You look for examples of people mentioning you in social feeds. And when they say that they had an experience that didn't go that well, you go, hi, sorry about that. Is there anything we can do? This is like relatively low friction. This is quite easy. You probably don't need to pay me to do it for you, but if you want to, I will. It's instantly grabbing that person and turning a negative story into a positive story. There's an interesting thing. So I ask brands this. When they've got, so we've got a Twitter feed, and we're pushing out loads of stuff out of it. Go, how many followers you got? Oh, we got 250,000 people follow us. Fantastic. How many of those do you follow back? And the answer is, well, none. So all of these people that are following you are also kind of all the time telling us stuff about their lives and what they're worried about and what they think and what's important to them and how they found your product. And you just can't be asked. You don't go, oh, no, I'm not going to listen to what you've got to say. No, you're going to listen to what I've got to say. Social care. Social comms. So pretty much no one doing this. It is, and this goes on to it, so I don't want to get into a whole thing about talking about platform technologies, but it goes back to the idea, if you begin a conversation with someone on a particular channel, let's say that was via email, or let's say that was via, they phoned up a helpline, or something like that. The idea that these should be joined up, so that if I have a conversation here and it continues on down through another channel, all these different channels, they kind of join up somewhere. That's the kind of the overarching publishing idea. Part of that should be the ability to have conversations with people using social media, the people that choose it. So be really clever, because this one was going to get very hostile with me for even suggesting that Twitter would actually, someone would use Twitter as a way of directly talking to me. I personally wouldn't mind and would prefer it to the email. But anywho, that's just me and a very small number of people. But the idea that we would use or seek ways of using social media not to grab content out of people or to push content, but to find individuals, and perhaps you and I will have a conversation using it. Examples of how this works within a blended scenario. So if you have an app, you have the ability to send messages to an app. So I've already got that thing, my phone. I've already given you permission. I've got a thing. We could have a conversation. We could talk backwards and forwards via technology within that app. Twitter is one that can potentially do that. There are current constraints on you can only send 250 direct messages out of one IP address. You could build a spam farm. You could have a conversation with Twitter. That might move somewhere, I don't know. And obviously SMS is a semi-social technology. So destination, viral, acquisition, care, and comms. I think I'm going to do this all. I can't see I could have been here for a day. I can't see any lights at all, like green, blue, white. Destination. So destination, viral, acquisition, care, and comms. These are normally the 5 things I'll go to a brand and say, look, these are the 5 things that you could do. Now, you guys, obviously, in the content-y publishing place, you've got this whole other thing which lots of people have spoken to you about, and you might want to consider that one as well. Pick one. So I think I'm echoing something that was said by the speaker before. Pick one thing. Oh, it's not a light. It's that man's phone rings when I've gone to. Pick one thing. Have a purpose. Make this work on mobile. Do you know, I was putting up tweets and it had a link on. I got a link on. That's really nice. Put it a link on. If I click on that link and the experience that I get to, it cannot be optimized for mobile. Well, that was a major balls up. So you put the linky in, make sure, and this isn't hard, that if I go there on my iPhone, I can read the bloody thing. And don't make the mistake of thinking that this thing where you pinch and swim through everything, that we're okay with that. We're not. We hate it. It was fun for the first week because, oh my God, look. But seriously, it is the worst user experience in the world. It's a workaround that we use because we didn't produce the right kind of websites. Don't do this anymore. It makes me very angry. Don't do it. Make things that the customer can actually get to. So, oh, there's a link in the thing and the thing. I click the thing, and on my phone, I can get to it, and I can do it. So make sure it works on mobile. The other one is to go back slightly to the rant I had about Facebook likes and number of followers and all kinds of nonsense. If you're going to do something using social media, the key thing is to give it KPIs that make sense to your business. We have a terrible habit of when something new turns up on Christmas, we go, oh, look, there's a whole new media, apparently. We allow it to tell us that it has a new set of KPIs that come with it. And we go, oh, it's wonderful, I've got so many Facebook likes. What do those do? No idea. Well, I've got more than some other people. It's absolute nonsense. The KPIs for this have got to be, oh, I don't know, increased sales. I mean, something that would be of some use. Yeah? Increased sales, more subscribers, more downloads, I don't know, more money, something that would justify me having done it in the first place. The idea that we would allow social media or a mobile strategy to deliver nothing to us other than a set of KPIs we didn't have until we started spending the money is insanity, and insanity that I see a lot. Pick one thing, be specific about what you want to do. This has to work on mobile, and make sure that you don't let anyone tell you that any KPIs that are specific to the platform are meaningful. Thank you. That's it.
Hello. Hello, good Wednesday.